Okay. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run down the list of all the gaming news, trivia, facts, and rumors coming out of the gaming industry this week. Now, we have something on PT, which if you guys did not know, it is basically us, asking, hey, did this horror game that was meant to be a run-up to Silent Hill, is it still living? We got something on that. We have a claim that Sony's console could end the console wars. So that's another. And we have something on 3 LucasArts classics coming to the Xbox Game Pass. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the news. First off, PT. If you guys don't know what PT is, PT was a horror game demo that was supposed to be a Kojima classic coming out for the PlayStation 3 a long time ago. A demo was released, but nothing ever came of the game. But coming from GamesRadar.com, written by Huron Cryer. I hope I said your name right. I am so sorry. And it writes, PT will live on for another generation with the PS5 Backwards Compatibility. It says, Hideo Kojima's PT will make the jump from PS4 to PS5 through backwards compatibility, meaning it's safe for another console generation. The news was first noted over the weekend by Eurogamer. The backwards compatibility feature of the PS5 means that the incredibly rare PT can be successfully transferred over to the PS5, meaning it's not going to be trapped in the old hardware. Last week, Sony announced that all but 11 PS4 games would be playable for the PlayStation 5. Through backwards compatibility, the strings list includes the likes of Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma Volume 1, TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, and Shadow Complex Remastered, among others. It might not sound like much of a big deal, but the survival of PT for another console generation is a big deal for video game preservation. As you'll almost certainly know, PT was delisted from the PS4 after Hideo Kojima was fired from Konami in 2015, so there's no way for new players to experience the game. The ability for PT to survive on a new console generation lets it live on, even if it is only in the hands of those that have already downloaded it. PT's influence lives on in other games and recent discoveries. Well over 5 years after it was released, users remade PT in Half-Life Alyx earlier this year, for example. And earlier this year, it was discovered that PT's terrifying Lisa was hiding behind the player's character all along. Genuinely unsettling stuff. And to be honest, it was very unsettling. PT was extremely creepy, and I didn't get to experience the game firsthand, and I will never get to experience it, but that's okay. But I watched the Game Grumps play, and holy crap, it looked creepy. But it is good for another console generation, so hopefully we'll have our hands full with more PT for the time being. Anyway, going on to the PlayStation 5, of course. This is coming from Realsport.com, and it says, PS5, Sony's new console could end console war and sell 5 times more units than PS2. Let's read. This should come from Realsport101.com, by the way. It says Sony could end the console war forever with their next-gen machine, according to one analyst. It says PS5 sales could be 4 or 5 times that of the PS2 and could end the long-running console war, according to a leading Japanese analyst. PS5 could sell 600 million units. Norio Imanaka from the Rakuten Securities Economic Research Institute had previously predicted that Sony's upcoming console will sell 200 million units during the console's life cycle, but he's since revised his estimations. He now believes that it could be closer to 200 to 300 million units, but suggested it could well be closer to 600 to 700 million units at a push, dwarfing the 155 million PS2 worldwide sales. Esports demands hardware that is fast and capable of advanced video processing, not only for professional gamers, but also for amateur athletes and spectator fans. The high-spec, low-priced PS5 is for today's gamers, he writes. Mr. Emanaka continued, if the number of transfers from PS4, which is backward compatible, is about 120 million, and if more than 100 million esports competition population and 400 million spectator population are added, PS5 will be 6 in total. It can be a market of more than 100 million units sold. PS5 is supposed to be a Terminator, it says. The analysts also claim that PS5 has the potential to end the next gen console war, referring to Sony's creation as the Terminator. PS5 is headed to a totally different dimensions, so different from Switch, Xbox, and even PS4. The translator text reads, cited by Bloomberg's tech reporter Takahashi Mochizuki, I believe it says. Elsewhere, Sony was forced to issue an apology after claims that the company was listening to voice chat sent the internet into a firestorm. This was another thing that I wanted to address too. In a statement by Catherine Jensen, head of the Global Consumer Experience Division at PlayStation, the system the PS5 will have once again outlined. Please note that this feature will not actively monitor or listen in on your conversations ever, and is strictly reserved for reporting online abuse or harassment. She also issued an apology for the way the feature was communicated to the PlayStation community. So that's 2 in 1. To be honest, do I see the PS5 actually dwarfing the PlayStation 2 sales? Possibly, with how everything's looking, backwards compatibility of the console, and how everything is supposed to be working out, or pulling out. Then yeah, do I think it could dwarf it? Possibly, but do I think that, hey, maybe it couldn't? Again, that's a real possibility. We will not know until our hands are on the consoles and all the numbers come in for the fiscal year. So hopefully things work out for the best. And as for the voice chat thing, I actually do get nervous when it comes to voice chat. Whenever I'm done with my camera, I unplug it and I keep it unplugged until I need to use it again. I don't keep it plugged in overnight or when I'm sleeping. So, not really sure. Anyway, let's go on to our last piece of news for the day. The Xbox Game Pass. The Xbox Game Pass has been basically the be-all and end-all when it comes to, express games or gaming that, is past tense for like PlayStation, or not like PlayStation's PS Now, but a little more better. I can admit when, something else is better. The Xbox Game Pass is better. But it states from the psgamer.com, and this is written by Jody MacGregor. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. 3 LucasArts classics are coming to the Xbox Game Pass. It says remastered versions of Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, and Full Throttle will join the subscription service. Tim Schafer recently appeared on the Xbox podcast to announce that remastered versions of 3 LucasArts classics, Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, and Full Throttle will be coming to Xbox Game Pass. Now that Microsoft owns Tim Schafer's studio, Double Fine, it's likely that future games like Psychonauts 2, which is still in development, will eventually find their way onto the service. But it's nice that a whole new generation will also have the opportunity to be frustrated and baffled by classic adventure game puzzle nonsense. Grim Fandango remains one of the best stories told in the genre. Idea de Muertos, themed remix of Casablanca set in the land of the dead. 2 years ago, the original voice cast reunited for a live read of the script, highlighting what a great bit of storytelling it is. Day of the Tentacle is a sequel to Maniac Mansion that features time travel and has puzzles that can only be solved by manipulating 3 separate time periods, which is why our Phil Savage took on the challenge of finishing it without a walkthrough. Meanwhile, Full Throttle is a biker adventure that will sometimes let you solve problems simply by kicking them. Sounds like a good game to me. Altered games will come to the Xbox Game Pass on October 29th. If you'd like to look back here are 10 fascinating facts about the history of LucasArts. No. I do not want to. Anyway, Grim Fandango, The Day of the Tentacle, and Full Throttle. Very classic games. Actually, I've heard of 2 of them. I've never heard of Day of the Tentacle. But Grim Fandango I have seen, and I have gotten to play at least once in my life. And actually, it was a really cool game. The storytelling is amazing. The graphics are just really good for the time it was coming out. And it just feels so great to, get into this land where a lot of things is just like Casablanca, but it's funny as all hell. So if you guys have Xbox and you guys have Xbox Game Pass, I suggest you get Grim Fandango because it's just great. I really think that you guys should get your hands on that. So if you guys are into like classic puzzle solving games, then check out those 3 games and tell me what you think. Anyway, I think that about does it for today. Let's face it. We are getting extremely close to the launch of Xbox Series X and the PS5. As I said, I'm not getting my hands on the console until either December or January when things calm down and I can get my hands on both the consoles. Well, one of the consoles. I'm getting my hands on the PlayStation 5. But it's going to be great to get my hands on everything. But if I'm going to wait one more month from everything and hopefully things work out for the best, and hey, that's what's going to happen. That's what I'm going to have to do. So let me know what team you're on. Are you on Team Xbox or are you on Team PlayStation? And do you think that the PS5 can surpass the PlayStation 2's 155 million copies sold? Can't wait to hear. Anyway, until then, you guys, thank you for joining me on the gaming news for this week. Next time I come back here will be the Sunday. But you guys want to see some gameplay from me, or you want to see me play some games, every Thursday on this channel, I play Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. And that series is going to be coming to a close very soon. So if you want to catch the last couple episodes, then I suggest subscribing and joining and watching every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, well, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but if it's not up then 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, till then, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks so much for watching. You guys are awesome. You guys have been making this extremely, extremely popular, so keep on getting up there, and please keep on subscribing. It's going to be great. If you guys want to see also some of the stuff I'm doing on my channel, which actually today I'm playing the final days of the week of 3s, which is going to be today, Let It Die, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and I play a small portion of Final Nights 4, then I suggest you go over to my channel and subscribe. It's going to be down in the description down below with all of our lovely, lovely creators. I suggest go checking them all out as well. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. But it's time for us to end off. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian Dragon action. Peace.